All right, we're back.
Hey, Steel Studio.
Steel Studio.
I'm Rick.
I'm Mike. We've got the Chargers.
The Superchargers. The LA Superchargers. I want to appeal to all of our Mexican friends. You guys need to go fill that place up.
Yeah,
It's going to be another home game for us, just like the last couple years.
We've got a massive fan base in LA. This is, what do they call it? Don't they call Arizona? That's Pittsburgh 2. This is West. Pittsburgh 3. Oh, that's right. Pittsburgh West, and then this is one of them.
Last couple times we played there, it's been terrible towels and
everywhere.
There'll be a lot of mooth going on.
That's what we want to see.
I'm actually, I know we have the injury list is long right now, but it's a Sunday night. I just think I'm not sold on Chargers, man. They're no better than us. They've lost 3 of 4.
That's what I was going to say. You mentioned that before the podcast. You mentioned they lost 3 of their last 4. Their only win was against the Eagles, and it was a close one. Eagles are bad. It was 27-24. They lost to the Vikings last week. They lost to the Pats 3 weeks ago, and they were blown out by the Ravens 34-6 a month ago. The same Ravens who just lost to the Dolphins.
That's the
what
NFL
does that
right
say?
Now.
Right.
That's the NFL right now.
It's anyone's game. It's a packed AFC West.
That's not why I'm saying we can beat them. I think we match up well.
Their defense is terrible, but we just played a team with a bad defense.
Yeah, so, it was.
Who knows?
If Watt doesn't play and Ben doesn't play for some reason and Minka doesn't play, I'm a little worried about it. But we beat him with Duck Hodges 2 years ago.
Yes, we did. But that was a big. You know who actually stepped up in that game was Devin Bush, and Devin Bush is somebody who I don't expect to step up in this game because he's playing scared. I think he admits it. He had 2 turnovers last time we played them.
He's due for a big game.
He is. I just hope he comes in with a little more aggression. But
I actually think they were a better team then than they are now. The Chargers.
Really? That was with Rivers back then.
Right.
Really? I mean, Justin Herbert's good.
I like him a lot, but
I would take him immediately on our team.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that.
So they're 2-3 at home. We're 2-1 on the road. So like we've said previously, we're just better on the road, and they lose more at home. So
it's not grass, and it's not going to be wet and rainy.
Yeah, maybe that's good.
They are 15th in points per game.
Okay.
10th in yards per game.
That's surprising. I would have actually expected they had more.
Number 12 in red zone scoring. Third down conversions, they're number 7, which is pretty good. They're 28th in rush plays. They throw the ball mostly.
Aren't we super high on the third down conversions?
21st in rushing yards per game and 14th in. That's all rushing stats. Are we what?
We're pretty high in third down conversions too, aren't we? We're very high. What's in third and short? We are number 2, I think I saw.
Yep.
So they run a new defensive scheme this year. They're a 3-4 with some moving parts. They say kind of an amoeba 3-4, and it's they used to run a 4-3, obviously under Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, I heard that Bosa was out. Now they're saying he may not be, but if he was close contact, if he does test positive, he's out.
Yeah, well, he tested negative today.
He's tested every day.
Correct. Well, 2 times in a row to come back to practice.
No, I thought for close contact it's 4 times or 5 times.
I don't think so.
I hope you're
wrong. It's 2 times in a row, and then he can come back to practice, but they keep testing him up for 10 days.
Right.
If he does play, he hasn't been as good this year. He's not as used to the 3-4. He struggled with scheme, they've said, is what I was reading. And he actually says, he basically admits he's actually not as good now that Melvin Ingram isn't on his team. And he admits that. Huh. So that's kind of interesting. I mean,
Melvin Ingram has 2 tackles and 60 plays for the Chiefs. He's but last year, I mean, when he was on the Chargers, I mean, he was pretty good. He had that guy on the other side. Yeah, absolutely.
So that certainly helps quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. They are number 16 in yards per pass, and they're number 7 in yards passing per game. He hasn't been sacked a lot. They're number 7.
Matt Filer apparently holding down that O-line.
Yeah, I was going to do a little PFF search on him, but I didn't.
As far as injuries go, yeah, like we said, Joey Bosa is. I mean, they have him ruled out here, but he is not ruled out by any means. I mean, I don't know where they came up with that. He's a close contact, and he's on the COVID list right now, but he tested negative today. Another person they have, Christian Covington, their nose tackle, is on their what?
Just got some news. Something we predicted.
Brown star out for personal reasons after clash with coaches. Myles Garrett. We said it. Breaking news here at the Steel Studio. We said it. We said it.
Kevin Bailey, big Steeler fan. He just
I'm not
sent me that.
shocked. Shout out to Kevin Bailey. Good timing.
You heard him
Great timing.
the coaches.
Yeah. You can't be doing that.
Wow. They're
Why can't we be playing them this week, man?
Yeah, we're gonna play them again and we're gonna beat them. They're gonna be in last place, man.
Well,
they're about ready to close.
That negativity.
Lions. Let's go.
We say it. That negativity will get you. It will ruin you, man. It will ruin
one thing
a team.
Tomlin will not allow. Aditi tried to start it again.
She's trouble.
She's trouble. I do not believe that about Haskins because Tomlin didn't mention it.
No. He'll call him out.
She makes stuff up. He might have been looking at his damn phone. Hell, I look at my phone at work.
She's a Browns fan. I mean, she almost admits it.
Don't you look at your phone at work? Well, you don't. No. But I do. I look at my phone at work when I'm on my break, of course, Kevin.
I don't think my boss watches this, and if he does, I mean, if I'm in a boring meeting, what are you flexing for, Kevin? Yeah, man, that's great news. Now I would like to play them right now, but they are
actually
imploding.
Not with all the injuries we have. But I actually feel good about this Sunday night game. I don't know why. I just feel like and then we got the Bengals next week, and they're not.
They're falling apart too, right, actually. So I was saying Christian Covington, is he any good? I think they're starting nose tackle, right?
He out too?
He's out. He's on their COVID list, but he's symptomatic apparently. Yeah, that's two actually because Jerry Tillery, their other nose tackle, he's on their list and he is symptomatic apparently according to ESPN.
Their defensive line has not played great, but Tillery and Bosa have 8 of their 15 sacks.
So, I mean, as of right now, potentially 2 D linemen and their starting outside backer could be out.
Right.
Their Mark Webb Jr. safety questionable. Their backup running back questionable. Michael Davis is starting cornerback questionable. Another safety, I think he's third string, is Adderley. He's questionable. Drew Tranquil illness out, ruled out. Man. So I mean their
defense has not been great.
And it's going to get even worse.
They're not the worst I've seen.
So who do we have? We have Watt is questionable with a hip. Yep. Not as bad. Everybody, Rappaport goes on Twitter. He says he's out. It could be an MCL. I was worried it's an MCL. I'm like, this guy.
Well, I told you he's done for the just because last year when Bush walked off, I said he's fine.
Yeah,
and he was.
You said the same thing with Dupree. Yeah, I was thinking it too, but then they said that, and now he's questionable. He could play. Chase Claypool could play. He was a limited participant today. They say Roethlisberger's out. That's not true. No, he's not ruled out.
And I heard he already tested
negative. Yes. Yep. So
and his symptoms are gone. He's already fine. This is what is it? I mean,
these people are athletes. They're athletes. They're athletes.
But we cannot bash. A lot of people have died of COVID, but
but these are athletes.
Can I say most people? It's like a cold.
Most people, yeah. Especially an athlete. Okay.
Right. And they have the best treatment in the.
Yeah, they've got especially in Pittsburgh, they've got UPMC. Mm-hmm. I mean, they've got it all. So
they have UPMS too.
Yeah, no UPMS. Minka's definitely out. Dotson, I heard he was going to be out. This is questionable. But that's a high ankle sprain, right?
I think he's out.
Yeah.
From my inside sources, I think he'll miss this week, and that's it.
Which is a strong inside source. Probably the strongest, the second strongest inside source you could get.
Yes.
Besides Dotson himself.
Right. That's
so.
True.
So it's literally almost from his mouth. But Joe Hayden is questionable. He's considered day to day. He did not participate today, according to this. Again, ESPN. I don't know if I can trust him. Trey Turner, questionable ankle.
I think actually Trey's going to play.
I think so. I think he's going to want to play.
And I didn't see a big drop off. Hopefully, Haig's such a stud.
That's why I said, Haig and Haas. And actually, I think were actually my players of the game last week.
What's his name though will start at guard. BJ.
Really?
Yeah.
We didn't even dress him last week.
No, he was hurt. I think.
Oh, was he?
Last week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't practice much.
So that's really it. Other than everybody that's on our IR, and Stephon Tuitt is probably never going to come back in history.
I think he is coming back.
We're just saving him? I mean, he's been there.
You're going to come back.
He's been at the facility. He's been there. He's practiced a couple times, apparently.
I think we're saving him. People will not, if we get into playoffs, I think Juju comes back, and I think Alulu comes back, and people are not.
Yeah.
They don't realize that. When they listen to the Ian Rappaport say they're done for the year, they can actually come back.
Alulu's been out for already 8 weeks.
I think he'll be back by week 12 or 13.
Yeah, he's been out for 8 weeks already. I think he's coming
I've
back.
seen both of them. I saw Alulu on the sideline. Juju showed a practice dress to practice.
Right, he's been practicing
and
still.
Juju will be
with the sling on. He's out there practicing.
He will be on the team next year, and Ben will come back for one more year. That's my prediction right now. I'm laying it down right now.
Ben, do you want Ben to come back for one more year?
If we draft somebody or something, yeah, for 1 year. Because clearly Mason's not the answer. I'm sorry. He had his chance to shine, and he didn't do shit. Exactly. Uh-oh.
What is happening? my computer's still running. I'm still recording.
Oh, man.
But I'm pretty sure my internet my power is flickering.
Internet's good?
Internet's well, we're not even live streaming, we're recording. But so sorry if you guys see that, my power's flickering.
What did I say? I'm sorry I said that about Ben, God. We need him back. So I have my review from Chad, our NFL expert.
Yep.
We're still recording. We're good, right?
Yep.
Tell Rachel quit using that blender.
We've got our AC on.
Got
I think it's because it's November 17th. It's
got a baby doing any day, if I could say that.
Yep.
We're going to be a grandpa. We're going to have a new podcast member. And I'll be doing this show probably by myself for a while. So Chad says the Chargers switched to a 3-4 defense, but are considered one of the weakest defenses in the league. I love how he's always straight up. The addition of Jerry Tillery and Joey Bosa, the COVID list, creates even more issues for a bad D. Tillery, who was vaccinated, tested positive, while Bosa, who is not vaccinated, was deemed to be close contact. I see Bosa as a 50-50 to play, while Tillery is likely out. Since he's not vaccinated, I think that's why he has to take more tests.
Who's that? Tillery?
Bosa.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Defensively, they are led by star safety Derwin James. I love that guy, though. He can be a factor in the run and pass game. Kaizen White is a solid linebacker, and Asante Samuel Jr., who I liked coming in the draft, too, is an up-and-coming
We did
corner.
want him.
Chargers struggle in the run game, so I look for Najee Harris to have a big day. And I'm telling you, the dude's going to get 200 one of these days here. Offense is the unquestioned strength of this Chargers team. They're led by second-year quarterback Justin Herbert, who's taken a huge stride in his development this year. He can beat you with his arm and his legs and benefit from a truly balanced offense. That does scare me. Austin Ekeler has trouble in the run game as well as the passing game. Then how are they so crappy? How are they losing 3 out of 4?
He has had trouble, though. I mean, he's only got 500-some-odd yards rushing.
The wide receivers are led by Keenan Allen, who's a stud. Mike Williams. I know Williams hasn't been the same since his knee injury.
Nope.
Both are impact receivers who has caused trouble for a Steelers secondary. Jared Cook is a solid tight end. He's killed us before. But he also is 80 years old, who benefits from defenses focused on Ekeler and the receivers. Rashawn Slater is an outstanding rookie left tackle. Corey Linsley is a solid center. But the Steelers do should be able to take advantage of the rest of the Charger line. Oh, he mentioned Filer.
Really?
We know Filer, though.
He's an anchor, man.
We also know Sean Surratt. The Steelers will need to limit Ekeler in the run to be successful. I look for a big game from Minka, but he must not realize Minka's out. He always seems to have a few big plays when James is on the other sideline. I wish, man. I don't think he's going to play. But Norwood can have a huge day.
You know what? And Norwood is not a big drop-off. Not like people think. He's quick and he's aggressive.
So Norwood doesn't play the other position that Edmonds plays. He won't play that. He couldn't play that next year.
I think he could, but I think he's small. I don't like Edmonds being the deep guy because he's just not that fast.
Right. He actually is fast. He just doesn't cover.
Doesn't seem like he is.
If the Steelers have Ben, I think they have a chance to get a late fourth quarter touchdown and win this one. If Mason plays, I don't see the offense putting up the points necessary to stay in this one. So, and
I would say true to that last statement. Yeah.
But then again, Mason could have a big breakout day.
He's not going to.
I don't.
So we need this one because we got to break away in the AFC North, and it's time to make that. I don't want to win it. I think
if we have one more
we need
loss
to separate.
Here, this would be the one we could probably do. But they are in a race with us for the wild card spots.
Right.
That's one we need.
That's when we. Well, that's what's difficult.
But I'm telling you, we're gonna be up for this game. It's gonna be close either way.
It's gonna be, man. But this is coming down to the. It's gonna come down the wire in the AFC North because in this division, Everybody's 5-4 and better. In our division, the worst team is the Browns at 5-5,
Right.
and then there's 5-4, and there's us 5-3-1.
Wait, whoa! Did you just say the Browns are in last place?
I did. I said the Browns.
Oh my God!
Browns are in last place.
No wonder the power.
The Super Bowl Browns.
Super Bowl.
They're in last place. That's why the power's going. First Energy's over here at First Energy Stadium striking us, saying, "Screw you, man!"
Oh yeah, man.
And the power's going nuts.
We had to hear. But we're in this thing. We're in it. No one's counting on us. Everybody says we're the worst 5-3 team and one team.
We were the worst 11-0 team,
That's true.
and we were the worst wild card team, the first ever wild card team to win the Super Bowl in 2005.
I'll tell you what, we didn't get blown out by the Dolphins. We may have tied,
but we didn't lose.
And the
We didn't get
Bears.
blown out.
I think the Bears will beat the Ravens this week.
I think the Bears aren't as bad as everybody thinks. Justin Fields is getting better every week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we got for the preview. Plenty of stats. We got the NFL expert. We got injury report.
This is not going to be an easy one, Bo.
No, you just call me Bo.
Bo, I was going to say no. But I think we could. Man, I know we're not. It really depends on if Ben plays or not. If Ben plays, I think we win.
Yeah, but we don't. And there's a reason they're not telling anybody. There's a reason we don't know.
Well, I think he's going to play. 75%.
It's harder for them to prepare though if they don't know who's playing. So that's probably why we don't know.
Right. We should probably have like Ben's wife come out and take a snap, and then.
Yeah.
They will not expect that.
That would be awesome.
So that's all we got, man. Go Steelers. We're gonna keep this rolling, man. We're not giving up. Let's go. Subscribe.
That's right.
Email. Keep it up, guys. We appreciate the support.
Oh, that was almost our sponsor. Woo! That's the next video. That was close. So a little bit of a sneak peek of the picks video. So check out our picks video, which is going to be rolling out this week as well. So go Steelers, like he said, and we'll see you later.